Social Perspectives, hosted by J. Gentile Everett, is brought to you by the Renaissance Ministry.
Hello and welcome to Social Perspectives. I'm J. Gentile Everett. We have an interesting show today. We're going to talk about couples of persuasion. We have a couple here today. Both have been successful in public elections, yet they do not agree on everything, but they remain effective in their various fields. Stay tuned. We'll be right back with Bishop Terrence and Mrs. Tracy Williams. Stay tuned. Welcome back. We have Bishop Terrence Williams along with Mrs. Tracy Williams, a powerful couple of persuasion. And they're going to share some of their views with our audience tonight about marriage, politics, social interaction, and perhaps a host of other things. First, I'm going to ask the bishop, since she told me to ask you first. So I'm going to ask you first. Tell me a little bit about what you think of marriage to Sister Tracy.
Oh.
Yes, not in general, but to her.
Oh, that's
Well,
really interesting.
Yeah. Well, I always say that she is the woman that God gave me.
Okay.
But then I go back and I start thinking about all the times I cried and I prayed for her. I used to literally live in Charlotte at the time and would run back and forth and sneak and stay at a house and all that type stuff. And then I figured out that I don't know if really God gave it to her, but if I had to really describe it, ain't no woman like the one I got.
All right. Well, that's a wonderful
Good
way
answer.
to
You
That's a
can
good
go home.
answer.
You
She
can go home tonight.
Okay, good
All
deal.
right.
Now you tell me.
Being married to Mr. Williams is very interesting.
Okay.
Seriously, I have learned a lot over the years. In the beginning, it was not like that because I wanted to send him back home to his mother the first week.
I understand.
But over time, over the years, it's been very interesting. It's been a journey. I really learned a lot from him. After the fights, the arguments, and all that. But we survived. We're still here together.
Well, that's a good thing.
Yes.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, I think that the first couple of years of marriage is, I wanted her to be like me.
I see.
And then the next couple of years, she wanted me to be like her.
Oh, okay.
And then we went through a couple of years that we didn't want to be like each other because when she became me and I became her, then we still didn't
like that either.
We didn't like that either.
And now these last years, we don't care. Just we married. Ain't nobody going nowhere. We here, we in it. So it's been working for the last 28, 29 years.
Long time.
See, that's how it is. You just forget how long you've been together.
Well, that's a good
After
thing.
a while, it doesn't
That's a good
matter.
When you are able to forget how long you've actually been together, I mean that's a sign of a good thing.
Well, something is by force and not choice.
Oh my goodness, that's a special word.
Yeah. He been
Are we supposed to read something into that?
No, it doesn't matter. He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
No,
But that's a good thing.
he's not.
Yeah, I think that's true.
Yeah, I paid $60 for him. He's not going.
Oh,
anywhere.
60 whole dollars.
$60.
Oh my.
But with a trade-in clause.
With, I guess y'all can see this is y'all are a comical couple. But that's a good thing because I think what makes this good is you have laughter.
Definitely.
And you have a lot of joy. You're able to look back over it now and
That's
laugh.
what attracted me to him. He was so hilarious. He was
Okay.
so funny.
But it's amazing that I never thought I was funny.
Oh.
So I don't know whether she was laughing at me or with me.
He was very hilarious, and that's why I kind of started liking him
Okay.
a lot. Because if he can make me laugh, let's see how long can this laughter last. And he's been doing okay.
Well, let me just tell you about that. I do have a philosophy that I like to share with couples. And people come to me about marriage and should they marry this person, should they marry that person. My first instinct and impulse is marry someone who makes you laugh.
Definitely.
That's the one thing that I try to encourage everybody to do, because if you marry someone because of the way they look, that's going to change.
Right.
If you marry someone because of their anatomical structure and physique, that's going to change.
Yeah.
But that's a satirical wit
Yeah.
that someone may have that keeps you laughing and keeps you having fun.
Right.
I think that's the real key to a relationship. It looks like y'all have that.
And I don't know if we have it or not. I'm just saying, I don't know what she's laughing at because I don't think I'm funny. But now that I know that was the driving factor of us connecting, I guess I go with it.
Well, that's a good thing.
I mean, he liked me. He looked at me. He was listening after me in church.
Oh, he
That's
was
where it
listening after you.
in church.
And he was preaching, wasn't he?
He hadn't
started preaching. He was an atheist.
But he was, okay, tell the truth, let's be honest. You was listening after me in church, am I right about it? Yes, you
It's
were.
okay if
You
you're
was
right.
looking at me
Free
as I
yourself.
watched up on the choir. Yes, you were. Yes, you were.
For yourself.
You told me you were. But actually, when I saw him, we weren't even dating yet. When I saw him and I knew that was gonna be my husband, I was like,
Oh, my.
I don't know him.
And you were in church.
His little, I was outside. You were inside. I was outside. His little suit was, kind of high water, but I was like,
Oh, my.
I was like.
But you were able to look beyond all of that.
I did. I looked past that.
You saw the guy. You liked the guy.
Yes.
So,
He was handsome.
Okay.
And and then he was liking me.
And she thought I was connected to Mike Tyson too. So
Mike Tyson.
The
Well, I used
boxer.
to
I'm a
box,
boxer fan.
yeah.
Oh, as am I. But I'm trying to figure out, how did you get this?
I was in love with Mike Tyson. I
Okay.
was back in his heyday. I was, and I found out that he was a boxer.
Oh, you were a boxer.
yes.
Yes.
I
And
didn't know this.
Yes, he was a
All
boxer.
this time I've known you, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And he was in the military, and I saw some pictures. I was like, Mike Tyson. So I'm like,
I just
okay.
took a picture with him. I didn't
You
know
just took a
him.
picture. You didn't know it. You just took a picture with
But
him.
I thought he could, connect me with Mike Tyson. So
So you were going to be a conduit to Mike Tyson.
That's what it is. That's what love got to do with
What love?
right.
but anyway, yeah.
But you made it through all of that.
We made
You made it through all of that.
it through all of that.
That's why I nicknamed it Anime.
That's how you named it that.
That's right.
Look, y'all got to stay tuned. Look, we'll be right back. We have Bishop and Mrs. Williams. We have much more to talk about, so stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Slavery, poverty, and an insatiable desire to be emancipated from such. Have you ever wanted something so desperately you'd be willing to do anything for it?
Are you sure you want to do this?
I've never been more sure about anything else in my life.
You sure are pretty for a colored gal.
No worries, I'll think of something. Talking about scriptures, and I just think you a black whore.
Cuz, I think they know.
Oh God, why have you forsaken me? God is the only one who can judge us. And God wants us to have everything. Can I get an amen?
Welcome back. We have have Bishop and Mrs. Williams, and we're going to go into another area of interest in their relationship. And that has to do with, what is it that they disagree about? We want to talk about areas where they do not see eye to eye, yet they have traversed through 28 years. Come on now, that is a remarkable accomplishment. Okay, we're going with you first this time, Tracy. We went with the bishop the last time.
Okay.
So tell me, what do you disagree with the bishop on?
I disagree with the bishop on everything.
Oh, on everything.
We do. We disagree on everything. It
Oh.
could be, well, of course, what do you want to eat? What time we're gonna leave? Why your hair like that? The children, the grandchild. We disagree on everything.
Well, that seems to be a kaleidoscope of issues.
Mhm.
Just quite a bit. You said everything. I thought about the Greek word hikatos.
And it means.
Hikatos means every.
Okay.
It means just every. All right, so do you agree with that, Bishop?
I do, but opposites attract.
I see.
And
So you're putting it on that
I
because
have to,
Okay.
because that's the only way that we stay sane and sober
I see.
through this process.
Okay.
But I think that the interesting thing is that over the years we've kind of matured, not by age
Yeah.
or attrition, but I think pain and problems
Oh, yeah.
kind of matured us.
Sure, but
into-
sometimes that's the only way to mature.
Right, right.
In some cases, I must admit that.
Exactly.
You mentioned earlier in our discussion that specifically you may differ on how he may respond to the children, his thoughts about what he should do in given circumstances.
Yes. For me, as a mother, it was hard for me to let them grow up.
Okay.
It was very hard for me to cut the cord, and start making their own decision. It was very difficult. I'm coming out of it now, I think. But I just had a problem with him just sitting back and, when they would do things or make decisions, and I'm saying, Preacher, you're not gonna say that. Preacher, they doing this. Preacher, why did? And he's just like, they grown. You gotta let them go. And I'm saying, you're not go. I mean, come on now, you gotta help them because they're gonna go take this wrong path, or they're doing this and it's not right. They have to learn on their own. So I just could not understand that. I couldn't understand why he's not saying the thing. So I was just like, what? You're not being a father. What are you doing? So we are we finally over there or not?
Well, I'm over it. I think that, just trying to, philosophize this, there's a saying, give me a child in the first 7 years and I'll give you a man or a woman. And so I trusted in our development and our childhood and raising children. And so we got to allow them to be and to become. We train them up the way that they should go, not the way we want them to go.
I see.
And so they have their own mind and their own philosophy, but our thing is to keep them in the nest, and my
I see.
thing is
Let them go.
I wouldn't say keep them in the nest. I would say being a parent is you never stop being a parent. So I guess
And then she wanted to always be their friend.
I
Oh,
wouldn't agree with that. Now I don't agree with that.
All
Preacher,
right.
I promise you. No,
And so she a ha he he
I see.
one moment,
I
and
see.
then she gets
wants to be a mother the next one.
and then wants to be a mother,
I
and
see.
then now when they begin to be over familiar and common, and
Yeah.
then they go over that line.
Yeah.
Now now she's
out
she
there.
done hit. Oh,
Yeah.
come on, bring it in.
Yeah.
You can't play one day and then now expect for them to now respect you in this vein.
I see.
So the lines was kind of blurred, and so our challenge was going back and forth and saying, hey, listen, you're gonna either choose. You got to choose to be a mother, or you want to be a friend.
I
You
see.
can't have both.
What are your thoughts about that?
I don't agree with that.
I didn't believe you would. I really did.
I call myself being there for them as their mother, and not so much as being the cool mother, but just saying, okay, you can talk to me about anything. I'm here.
But
just
they talk to me about anything.
They would talk to you
they
about that.
used to. They don't not anymore because
That's
they talk
because-
about you.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's,
to
because,
me.
that's because you partnered and turned.
No, I know. They don't want want you to know that they talk about you to me, but they do.
Right.
Oh, well, wait a minute. Is it because, now let's just think about this. You all have daughters.
Yes,
Yes.
right.
Let's understand that
Right.
there's some
And you
gender
don't understand-
dynamics.
That's right. That's
There might be some gender, maybe now. I'm just throwing it out.
Okay.
Now, they're girls. You were a girl. You
Mhm.
grew up like
Yeah.
they did. Now, he's always been a male.
Mm-hmm.
So now, usually, there is a different dynamic in the relationship between the daughter and the father.
Teach it. Teach
And
it.
the and the daughter and the, usually, and I can understand sometimes mothers wanting to be more understanding because sometimes fathers can be hard and
Oh, not him.
not him. Oh, he's a cream puff.
Yes.
I disciplined early, and so and so with that discipline and redirecting, it was firm, and through that, it allowed us to have the respect that we need to condition and raise,
I see.
and that's it. But I didn't, I can't child-proof the world, but I tried to world-proof my child
I see.
and my children,
I see.
and giving them the philosophy, especially as girls. I was, writing a book that says, what every daughter need to know. And what I was going to do is break the pimp code and tell them all the things that a male would now do to interrupt, that childhood or that female perspective. And so that's how I trained them.
I
on
see.
that. I would tell them all the tricks of the trade.
I see.
you know.
So you say your position is a little different from all of this.
It is. I just want to be a great mother.
and never share her past as if she didn't have one.
Oh, you didn't
and
really
then
didn't
tell
share.
it. No, I think that mother should be able to tell their past and where
Some of the
they
good
come
and some of the
where they
bad
come
is that
from.
what you're
Right,
suggesting?
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
I think you did a great job with that, sir.
Yeah,
I
I
think
tried.
you did. Yeah,
Well,
you did. So I didn't have to.
Yeah, but I exposed the truth.
Y'all, look, just stay tuned. Stay tuned, everybody. The producers tell us we'll be right back. We're running out of time, but we'll be right back. Oh, that's good.
Hunger has never been more satisfied as it is when it tastes like the delicious Southern cuisines from the Clinton Inn. Here, flavor is never compromised and palate satisfaction always meets the expectation. The weekly buffet features all of the special dishes to which we have grown accustomed. Come dine with us on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Fridays, and Sundays starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy a scrumptious meal at the Clinton Inn in Laurinburg, North Carolina, where food has never tasted so good.
Welcome back. We're now going to talk with the Williams about another area. Sister Tracy claims that she has sometimes some problems with the way the bishop may express himself to other people. Of course, he has a different view. Let's probe into that for a moment. Bishop, why does she say that she has a problem sometimes with the way you may talk to other people?
Well, because I personally don't believe that she has a problem with it.
Oh,
I think that it's just another form of control.
oh my! Another form of control.
Right.
Wait a minute, Sister Tracy. We gonna get to you in a minute.
No, I think it is.
Okay.
It's just because if it's not done the way she wanted, how she wanted, and my only thing is that she always say this thing to me is you think you know everything.
Oh, okay.
Well, she don't understand that the secret is I don't talk about stuff I don't know about. That's the
Okay.
first thing.
Okay.
And the other thing is that I don't have that problem because she thinks that I think that I know everything. So that's her issue.
That's her issue.
And it's not mine. And so when she looks at that, she feels like, my tonality and the way that I present myself to other individuals when it comes down to leadership and getting people to where they need to be, she just don't agree with it.
I see.
I really do.
Oh,
And I think a lot of times it's because this mother thing she has for me. I don't know. I think She wants to protect me and shield me from people
I see.
and things like that.
What do you think about that, Tracy?
Let's go back to I want to control.
Yeah, I
Okay,
do.
then
I
let's go
believe
back to that
I
part.
believe that.
That's not true.
Yeah, I believe that.
I don't get where you're coming from with that. Trying to control. I try to control you. That's not true. I don't agree with that.
Okay.
And the next part was what? Because you just threw me off. I'm stuck. Now I'm stuck on
We're
that.
stuck on the
Now I'm
control
stuck
part.
on
No,
that.
because I think that you want things and
You want them a certain way.
Yeah, you want them a certain way. And another thing is that I think that, because you are afraid of a lot of the challenges and the expectations that's put on your purpose, when we reveal those type of things, I think that a lot of times you resist that.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, well, tell me then specifically, what is it that you disagree with?
His
specifically?
tone and how he speaks to me.
Oh, it's to you,
No.
not
Yeah,
necessarily
but
to.
everybody.
It's not every.
No, yes, that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Because I feel that there's a certain tone that you should take with adults. That's
Yes.
my opinion.
It
I
is.
feel like that.
I
I feel
understand.
like you should speak to people in a nice tone.
So you're into temper, taste, and tone. Those are the 3 T's that I like to use.
Yes, we can go with that.
Okay, because I'll agree with that. That is important.
Yes.
So what is it about his tone?
It's harsh.
Oh, it's harsh.
It's offensive.
Offensive.
I think it's offensive. And it's hard for you to hear what he's saying, get his message or his point, the point he's trying to make. Cause you just like, who are you talking to?
Oh, I see.
Why are you talking like that?
I see.
Why are you being so harsh?
Okay.
It's that if I have and I understand, speaking of thinking I know everything, I always tell her that your destiny is connected to me, so you would want me to know everything.
I get that.
And
I
understand that.
And so and we always talk about that, but I think that the ride that we use, because somewhere in her childhood, I don't think that.
Oh, my.
Now you're gonna talk about my
Oh, my.
upbringing. Lord have mercy.
I wasn't there to talk about your parents, but what I'm saying is, I think that somewhere, she has a big spirit.
I see.
And that spirit has always allowed people to dance around, her ineptness. I mean, it really.
Ineptness.
Yes, I'm saying.
Ineptness.
I'm saying.
Praise
Nobody
God.
challenges her.
Oh, okay.
That's
You saying because she has this big personality, and the personality is so colossal that she gives off this "I got it." So. I got this.
Right.
So I don't need anybody to encroach my space.
Absolutely.
Because I got this under control.
Right.
So all of y'all stay over there.
And don't let her fall
I wanna
and
agree with
somebody
that.
call her on it.
Okay.
She don't like to be called out or called
Preacher,
on.
that's not true. I done been
Oh
with you
my
long
God.
enough. You done called me out so much. Now come on now.
Oh my goodness.
Stop playing.
Oh,
Stop
you're a
playing.
victim now.
No, I'm not a victim. No, I'm not a victim. I'm saying, but don't treat me like a victim. Okay, let me let the audience know we do love each other.
Yeah, y'all know
And
that.
we're not. We're this. It's okay. This is
Yeah,
what
it's okay. It's okay.
Okay, sir. I don't agree with any of that.
Then she said, "Sir, I love it."
I do not
She
agree
said,
with that.
"Sir."
It's not. I don't like to be called out,
You do
but I
not
feel
face-
like that if you're going to criticize, let it be constructive. Don't
It is constructive.
now, cause you come kind of hard.
Okay, wait a minute, because I don't know how much time we have in this segment. So wait a minute, let me ask this question then. Can you tell me one moment that you find embarrassing, an embarrassing moment that you either had to defend or you had to criticize with the bishop? Can you think of one moment? Like him eating cake or something?
Yeah,
Okay.
we were on live, and
Okay.
we were on Facebook Live, and this lady cooked us a cake. We had some cake, and the cake was delicious.
Okay.
It was very good. It's good cake. And he was like, this cake good."
Oh.
I said,
What's a DK?
"You said I don't say bad word. You know the D word."
Okay.
And I was like, "No, you did not just say that on this live."
Oh my.
But I guess he was
I can't
expressing.
recall. I can't recall.
You know, he
saying that.
forgets a lot. It has selective.
Is it selective
Very
ambition?
selective.
I see.
But
You don't agree with that, I'm sure, Bishop.
of course he does.
So
But he
I'm
did because I
going-
had witnesses.
So I'm going to Cake Hill.
We can run it back.
No, you're not. No,
We can
you're
run it
not.
back.
Really?
But I mean, he did. But and I found that very inappropriate. But you know, he was like, "What? I didn't say nothing."
Well,
Yes,
I don't
you
recall
did.
me saying that. But if the cake was good, I mean,
It was good.
it was good.
It was good. It was just good.
I don't think it
You can
warranted
put,
that.
I understand. Maybe he said, put it on my palate.
Right.
Okay, I'll let y'all slide with
No,
that.
no. I'm just.
Okay, I'll let you slide with that. But let me see another. No, not I wouldn't say embarrassed. Because most of the things happen at home.
Okay, well, tell me that if there's one thing, because we're running out of time, one thing you could change about him in 15 seconds, what would be that one thing?
I would definitely change his tone and the way that he speaks. I would change. I guess that's the only thing. Because if I change anything else, and he wouldn't be who he is, so I
Right.
guess I'll let him ride.
Let him ride with that.
I'll let him ride.
Tell me the one thing. Tell me in 15 seconds, what would be the one thing, if you could change, what would it be with her?
Nothing.
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 I would not.
Time up.
I would not change anything from the way God created my wife.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I love her.
Oh, okay.
Good answer. Good answer.
I'm not sure how sincere it
It's
was,
not
but that's
sincere at all,
okay.
but good
But it's
answer.
You
okay.
ain't asked for sincerity.
Oh, I didn't.
You ain't asked. You
Oh, I see. I just guessed that's what it was going.
I don't like this stuff.
Okay.
You don't want to play no more?
Don't play anymore. Everybody, look, we want to take this time and thank Bishop and Mrs. Williams for sharing with us moments from their own lives. As we can see, they're both successful, they're doing great things, and yet they're letting us know you don't have to always agree on everything to have a very special love for each other. One that will continue to create and promote and proliferate a loving family, loving constituents, and a loving society. So we want to take this time really from the bottom of my heart, both of you. You all know that you are special to me, and I really, really thank you for being on our show. We got to have you
Thank
back.
you for
Oh,
having
yeah.
me.
Y'all got to come back.
Part two.
Got to do part
Talk
two.
about reconciliation.
Oh, right there, we got to deal with it. Everybody, please check out on all of the things that will be coming up after this. Credits, those who help us with this program, help us keep it going. Help us, if you will, by supporting this show as we try to take the message of love around the world. Until next time, I'm J. Gentile Everett. We'll see you again on Social Perspectives.